Ah, I love those silent movies. You know, at the time when the first silent movies were made, in the early 20th century, Pilsner Urquell was still already around. They had been brewing Pilsner Urquell, in fact, since 1842. It was invented by a guy called Josef Groll. He was Bavarian, and he was commissioned to brew a Bavarian-style lager, which meant dark lager at the time. But he was lucky. He found pale Pilsner malts in Pilsen. He found Czech Sans hops, soft border, bottom fermenting yeast. What else do you need for a Pilsner Urquell? That's a typical Pilsner beer. So that's what he brewed. A golden lager, much more full-bodied than those Pilsner-style beers that you get nowadays. It's a real craft beer. It was actually the first craft beer in Bohemia. It was, at the time, quite a small brewery. But if you go there, you can see they still have some wooden casks. They do a lagering in large wooden vessels. And not all their beer is done in that. Some is high tech. But they still try to have the same flavor to the beer, the same aromas. There's some buttery note on the nose, which is diacetyl. Most brewers hate the acetyl. Not those in Pilsen. They really want to have that. It gives the beer a broadness, a full-bodiedness, something like having butter on a bread, like on a pumpernickel. Wonderful. It's really a beer that satisfies the taste of those who know about beer, who know how to live in the old style. It's an old style beer, definitely. It's an old style craft beer. They claim it's the first craft beer in the world, but I really think there's some truth to it. It's a beer that's typical for Bohemia. It's a beer that they export to the whole world, and they were not that lucky at their time because many breweries tried to copy Pilsner Urquell at the time it was born, in the mid-19th century. There was no protection for brand rights. There was no protection that you could get for such a wonderful beer, so everyone copied it. And many breweries had their own Pilsner beers and tried to make the beers in their way. So you find German-style Pilsners, they are very different because the style has evolved. Not so with Pilsner Urquell. They really stick to the rules. It's a great beer, a great typical beer for Bohemia. Actually, when I go to Bohemia, I drink that beer. Go to the Golden Tiger in Prague. Well, see you next week with the next Conrad Seidel's Beer of the Week. I don't tell you what it will be.